What's up, y'all? This is Ty. Happy Monday. Before I get started with this review, I want to give a shout out to my new subscribers and my old subscribers and everyone that's down in the comment section showing a brother some love, helping this poor little channel grow. Listen, I see you and I do appreciate you. So what I've noticed, what the notifications told me, we had 2 new subscribers. Shout out to you. Welcome, Andre Thompson. Welcome, Ilu Moma. Hope I pronounced your name right. If I didn't, I apologize. And shout outs to the people that are always in the comment section. My other subscribers, LaShawn Shared, All That Chocolate, Gail Freeman. How you doing, Gail Freeman? Simply Be Yourself 100. How you doing? I love Simply Be Yourself. Always in the comment section, always making me laugh. Mylon Olin, Anthony White, Usha Morrison Channel, Word Life, Varez Uchina, L.R. Turner, Kerwin Rowland, Motown Investor, Frankie. I like saying it like that because it's written like that. Frankie. The Don Drewski, Helen Adair, and of course my boy A. Henderson. Let me tell you, my boy A. Henderson. Well, I should say my dude. He ain't no boy. My dude A. Henderson. A. Henderson hit me up and said, Ty, when are you going to review Watchmen? And Watchmen is the show that comes on HBO. But it's funny, I was already looking at it when he said that. But yes, I'm late to the party because everybody and their mama have already reviewed this show on HBO. And now here I am, putting my 2 cents in because I've been watching it. There's been so many things going on, but I have been watching it. So what is Watchmen? Well, Watchmen is a graphic novel that came out, I believe, in 1986 or 1987, written by Alan Moore and David Gibbons, and it's about vigilante superheroes. And in this alternate history, these superheroes have change the course of American history, basically, because in this alternate universe, we've won the Vietnam War. The Watergate scandal has never been exposed, and Nixon is the president. Yes, and it's because of the superheroes that helped cover up that whole scandal. And now it's 1985, it's World War III. The costume vigilantes have been outlawed, but they come out of retirement after one of the government-sponsored superheroes is murdered, and they're investigating that murder. And this was all adapted, the graphic novel, into a 2009 movie directed by Zack Snyder. And now this new Watchmen, as the creator Damon Lindelof states, he considers this one to be a remix to the original comic series and graphic novel. And he says it's still in the same alternate universe, alternate reality, but he also introduced some new characters and creates a different conflicts and some new stories, which this bothered a few of the fanboys of the original story. Some of them didn't care for this. So now in the new one takes place, the one that comes on HBO, the series takes place 34 years after the events in the movie and in the graphic novel. And it focuses on events surrounding violence, racial violence, that is, in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 2019. Now, in this one, there's a white supremacist group. They're called the 7th Cavalry, and they have attacked the police department because they are upset with the racial injustices and all of this nature. And because of this, I mean, they did a number on the police officers. Now, to protect their identity, the police officers wear like these masks where you can't see them, and you can't for their protection, because this 7th Cavalry has really, wreaked havoc. Now, the very first episode, I must say, of this show was so, oh my goodness, it was so intense, because it starts off back in 1921 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, with this little boy in the movie theater, and he's watching a black hero save the day, and his mom is playing the piano, and then we see this poor little boy get grabbed by his parents. They have to escape because their home, because the town is being destroyed. And it was just crazy because you see the town being burned down. You seeing people getting shot and just so much going on, and people are running for their lives. Black people are running from their lives because they are getting lynched. This town is getting destroyed. And the crazy thing is, this is something that actually happened in real life. Yes, this is something that actually happened. Life. Yes, this is something that actually happened in real life. And creative Damon Lindelof pulled that and put that into this show. And I'm telling you that alone, it was just like, wow, that was really, really, just seeing that. And this is just the beginning of the show. Just seeing that, I was like, damn, this is crazy. So we see this little boy. His parents are trying to get him to safety. They know they're doomed. He gets taken, in the car, and they try to hide him and get him out of the town. And then we see that he survived, but unfortunately he doesn't have any parents, and the people that took him, that you try to escape with him, they're hurt. And that was just this is just the opening. That was just powerful, and I'm like, wow. Then we're introduced. We fast forward 98 years later, I believe it was, or was it 93? Well, 90 something years later, we fast forward to Regina King's character, which is Angela Abar. Now, like I said, the town has suffered. Cops wear these disguises because that supremacist group has really did a number, so this is for their protection. And she's pretending to be, she's supposed to be running a store or whatever, but she's supposed to be a retired cop, but she's still a cop. But at night, she dresses up as this nun, and she's Sister Night fighting these white supremacists. So now things get crazy because there's a police officer who is attacked, and he's attacked and shot by one of the 7th Cavalry, and they wear the mask that the character from the original Watchmen wore, and they're supposedly inspired by Rorschach, and that's a character that's in the graphic novel and in the original movie. Now that take and that play, I know, and I've read about it, a few of the fans of the original comic and graphic novel were upset about that because they were saying Rorschach would never represent that, and he is a controversial character, but they didn't agree with that. But it makes for good television, because I'm telling you, this show is riveting, and it's well written, it's well directed, and it just kept me on the edge of my seat. I was like, wow, this is really good. I like this take on this. And while it is different from the films, while it's different from the film and from the graphic novel, it still has those homages to it, even though they have introduced these new characters. It is really good. Let's talk about the cast. The cast is phenomenal. Again, we have Regina King playing Angela Abar, and she's also Sister Night, and this is this nun that's fighting these white supremacists. We have Don Johnson as the chief of the Tulsa Police Department. He's Judd Crawford. We have, who else? This character, Andrew Howard, plays the Red Scar, and he's all in red, and he has the Russian accent. My girl Jean Smart is in this. Jeremy Irons, Lou Gossett Jr. It's really, really good. It is really good. And as I've gotten into this and enjoyed this show, then it's brought to my attention that is not coming back. It may not come back for a second season. And why it may not come back for a second season is because Damon Lindelof stated that he did this show strictly for one season. And he went on and spoke to Entertainment Weekly, and he had said something like, he specifically made sure that he wanted to let the people know that this was going to be one story to tell, and this was not going to be a show that was going to be on for 7 seasons or whatever. And he said, especially based on what happened with Lost, because he was one of the creators of Lost, And a lot of people were not satisfied with the ending of Lost, because Lost started out really, really good, y'all. And then the ending was kind of like, a little, wasn't as exciting. So he said to prevent that, he wanted to just end it right here. He told his story, and that's all he wanted to tell. But he also said that he wouldn't mind if HBO let somebody else run the show. And he said something like preferably maybe a someone non-white, not a white male, is what he said in another interview that I had read. And he was like, I guess he's saying like a minority, a woman or something like that. But the show is great. And I'm like, soon as I get into the show, it's only 9 episodes. Now you're telling me there may not be a season 2? And then there was another thing they were saying, perhaps HBO can do a do like what they did with True Detective, or like what FX has done with American Horror Story, and make it an anthology series and focus on a different set of characters. Maybe they can do that instead of continuing this story. But a lot of people want them to continue this story. I mean, it was awesome. It was great. And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like, damn, as soon as I get into it, now they're telling me there's not going to be another season of the show. But there's been a lot with this whole Watchmen stuff, because the creator, one of the creators, Alan Moore, he doesn't want anybody doing he doesn't want anybody doing the show. He was against the movie. He's against the show. And the reason is because with DC Comics, when he did the original comic, there was something about if it ever went out of print, he and David Gibbons would get the rights back to this. But of course, it never went out of print, and DC Comics kind of did them dirty, and they have not returned the rights to him or given him the rights. So he don't want nobody doing it. He doesn't want anybody to do this show. He doesn't want it adapted anymore. He wants it back to him, which is understandable. It's his creations, from what I've learned. But like I said, the performances are great. The acting is great. The storyline is great. I was just amazed by it. I was amazed by the performances and how they tackle such controversial issues. Because, race is a touchy subject. Race is extremely touchy subject. And people don't like to talk about that. And people don't like to, we don't like to talk about that. I know a lot of people who don't want to see pictures on racism or any stuff like that, or the violence. And especially in these last few years where you had the controversy with all the police versus black people and people getting shot and all type of stuff like that. So it's understandable, but I'm telling you, the show is so good. And the way Regina King really, she's a great actress. I always call her Brenda, if y'all remember 227, but she's a great actress. And she's surrounded here with some excellent actors. And the way she just carries this show, and I even get a side of her, you seeing her shooting guns and the whole action and all that. It is just really good television. I don't know what else to say. I really enjoyed it. I guess I'm gonna just keep watching the 9 episodes over and over. Let me know if you want me to discuss episodes further. I'm just doing this just because it's blowing my mind right now how this show may not come back for a second season. What do you guys think? Do you think they can do the show without Damon Lindelof? Because, the writing is phenomenal here. Do you think they can do it without him and do another season with the same characters? Or should they do another season with a different set of characters and a different showrunner? Will it have the same effect? Will it be as strong? Will it be, maybe they could touch on another issue? I don't know. We don't know. Let me know. But that's it for now. If you haven't seen it, check out The Watchmen. Give me your comments below. Let me know if you want me to delve even further into this and review each episode, because this is a complex show here. It really is. But let me know. So let me know in the comments. And again, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you check out all my other videos, and you be blessed.